Humanity has been driven from Earth, but now it's time to take it back. Join the Reconquest and fight the Scourge on the Drop Zone Commander Hub at beastsofwar.com. Progress comes to a world of magic as science and the arcane combine to make marvels. Meet steampunk inventors and orc mystics at the Volsun Hub on beastsofwar.com.
Hi guys, welcome back to Unleashing Wrath of Kings. I'm of course joined by Brian, and today we're having a look at some of the motivations in the game and some of the sneaky tactics you can use to pull them off. So for me, I'm playing House Nasier again. I've got a fantastic little setup. I went for a bit of a balanced build on this one, so I've got some heavy guys, I've got some nice light guys, I've got my 2 leaders that you're meant to have for a patrol level game, but my mission is actually to escort civilians. So if you look down on the tabletop, you'll see these red tokens are marking civilians that my guys are carrying along with them. So I've put one with my Great Wing, I put one with my Ashman, and I think I should be able to get those up the table reasonably well, because I have to get them into your deployment zone and then tell the civilian, look, we're past them. Run.
Yeah,
get away.
You've got to get into my A, B, or C, which is my first 15 inches of table edge. Whereas I actually went the opposite route. I went very heavy as far as I'm going to try and just push and smash into you. I've got some of these adorable little Adani warriors, little cute little angry cherubs, and a pile of pigmen. The Union workers are some of the most iconic Wrath of Kings models we've ever had.
Yep. And
I had to field a bunch, so I fielded as many as we brought with us. And then instead of taking, whereas you took a couple of specialists to sort of even things out, I just took one specialist character. This is the Mighty Tower. He is
big guy right at the back.
He is a monster of offense, and my goal here, I took a motivation of personal gain. It is, as the Union, we're trying to steal from you.
Yes.
Trying to take your purses. So what we're doing is he's marked several of his infantry with tokens.
Yeah.
If I can get my leader or my leaders or my specialists into contact with you and then sacrifice either my maneuver or my action, I can take that counter off of you and reduce your morale by 1.
Yeah, so I'm starting with a morale of 6 in this game.
And oddly enough, so am I. This is a straight up 6-on-6 match.
Yeah. So, as always, guys, we are starting from turn 2 because turn 1, it's always, let's get into position.
Yeah,
so,
very rarely has turn 1 got any major conflict involved.
Yeah, well, it's what I like about this game, because it's so melee-oriented, you know, it makes you want to charge forward. It makes you want to get stuck into that meat grinder. So, let's roll for our initiative. It's just flat roll off. That'll be an 8.
Oh, and a big 5. So there, nice. That is all you.
Yeah. So, the first thing I think I need to do, my guy with the civilian on this side of the table is looking just a little bit exposed. So what I'm going to activate first are my Fellhabbers, the guys that I actually put the stuff onto for you, right?
Yeah, tough guys that can dish out some damage.
So they've got a speed of 6 and the standard sprint of 4, which isn't bad. So I can get them 10 inches across the tabletop. So they are just going to be sprinting, and they're going to go this way to actually try and screen my guys. Now I know this looks as if I'm opening up my center like crazy, but I think this is going to work for me. Now, I'll make sure and bring these tokens with me, because I don't mind losing a little bit of morale from these guys to begin with, because I think if I can get my civilians where I need them to go, it's going to work out fine for me. So basically, these guys are coming forward, they're going to try and break your lines.
All right. Now, is there a reason why, now, your commander of your force, was that the unmasked, or was that your Hakar?
The overall commander is the Hakar, but my unmasked is still a leader, so I can activate 3, yeah?
Correct, because at a patrol, your leadership values have gone down from the larger game that we played before.
Yeah, I've specifically went for the Hakar, because I have a nasty tactic that I want to try on you. Okay?
All right, okay. Whereas my leader, I decided between my 2 leaders, the Broodmaster, he's got some cool stuff, but I really like the Union boss's ability of, what is the actual call, the name of it, of my training is once per turn, if this model is unengaged, obviously any model, because it's my training, and an enemy kills a friendly model within 2 inches, this model may move up to 2 inches toward the enemy. So if you kill somebody close to me, I can
Yeah, you
run
can
in there and
start
help out.
Yeah, okay.
Help out my friends.
That's sneaky.
It is
That's sneaky. Well, for my own training, it's very simple and straightforward. If this model engaged an enemy, this activation, and would end their activation unengaged, it may move 3 inches towards the nearest enemy.
All right, so I think this is going to have to, there's going to be some conflicts pretty quick.
There's going to be some excellent killy death.
Yes.
So you don't get to activate.
All right, so the Fellhammers have moved up, and they are mighty, but they're now kind of in the way of where I want to be. And my only leader is way back here. I think the Broodmaster's fast. They have a move of 7. The Adani have a move of 7. I think I could get him up to try and steal one of those tokens, but that means I'm not going to be fighting because I have to give up my action completely. So I think we're gonna actually go with the Union workers instead. Now, because I chose my Union boss as let's move this so you guys can see what's going on.
Yeah.
So my Union boss, he is my general, or he's my commander. So I can move it to 5 models. So I'm actually gonna have these front 4 be the ones that get to go.
Okay.
Leaving a couple of guys to help bodyguard me, but he's choosing the front 4. Where's my tape measure?
It's all right, you can have mine.
I seem to have misplaced it. All right, so the Union workers only have a move of 5.
Yes.
Pig legs aren't necessarily fast, which means I'm going to just form a big pork wall.
Okay.
Initially. Yeah, so we're going to get to close, but not perfect, with our actual just maneuver. You're not in range for me to do any of my combat, so I'm going to go ahead and sprint because I really want to stop you from moving that guy, but I do want to be in a good position for fighting. All right, so now I'm ready. I can't fight this turn because I had to sprint, but I've got a good little channel of death that you've got to try and get through.
Yeah, well, I will say one thing. You have made one slight error here. The Great Wing's one of the new guys from the new book, right? Yeah. So he actually has an ability, because if that's you completely done.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to do. I'm hoping that even if you manage to kill one of my pigmen, the other guys can move in and take up their spot because of my boss.
Yeah, well, the problem is when this model activates, he's got Wing Buffet. I have the option to force all enemy models of size 3 or less in contact directly away 2 inches.
Oh, and pigmen are only 2. Yeah. So how far?
2 inches. So it's not really far.
It's not far, but it's going to keep me...
It's going to come into play next round a little bit more. So what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to knock you back to 2 inches, right? So that'll put you to here, into a flat wall of pork.
All right.
And then my guy himself is going to move up, keeping his link token with him.
Okay.
And then he's going to start swinging at you. Okay?
All right.
So what I'm hoping is I can chop through a couple now, and then next turn when I activate again, if you move more in to fight me,
be able to get...
I'll activate again, blow you out of the way.
All right.
And I'll begin to be actually able to sort of break through, hopefully. So he now gets to attack. He has the Slayer's Blades, which is a 2-dice attack. It has enemies targeted by this attack suffer -1 to the resilience. So are they only resilience?
They're only resilience 1, but they do have 2 hit points.
Okay.
For being rank 1 soldiers, the pork flesh is tough.
They're pretty tough, but he has unstoppable.
All right, so that's going to turn my number 5 into a hit as well.
Exactly.
I might have 2 hit points, but I'm kind of easy to hit.
Yeah. Also, this guy can parry ranged and melee attacks.
Ranged and so if I had anybody that could shoot at you, which I don't have any with me, you could parry him.
Yeah. So I'll roll his 2-dice attack. I'll pick this pigman here to die.
All right.
So first piggy to the slaughter. A 7.
A 7's a hit. A 5 would not normally be a hit, but because you're unstoppable, it is a hit.
Nice.
So that is going to kill off that pigman, which will activate my Union boss's training. I can move any of my guys with that were in 2 inches up to 2 inches toward that enemy.
Yeah. So now you're all in melee.
Yeah, we are all on top of... Ow. My pig stabbed me. All right. Ouch.
So back to your activation.
All right. Well, that's handled for now-ish. But that unmasked is on the way. I think I'm going to let her get a little closer. Now is going to... Let's do some of this stuff over here. We were talking about the masterminds and the brood masters and the brood warriors. Okay, so brood warriors these little weird flying cherubs.
Mm-hmm.
They have a move of 7.
Okay, they're nippy.
They are quick. However, because I want to interact with you, what I'm going to do, because I'm going to go ahead and start trying to get off my my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to move just the mastermind.
Okay.
We're only moving the mastermind, taking into consideration the rough one.
Mm-hmm.
I can come over and get into contact with both of you.
Yep.
The reason for this to be, excuse me, is I can give up my action to steal one of these tokens.
Yep. And
reducing your morale by 1.
Yep, that I'm okay with.
And then hopefully next turn, because since these guys have already gone, I'm hoping if I can get initiative, I can give up my maneuver to steal it and then start punching you.
I see.
Oh, I almost gave myself your morale.
Morale.
That'd be a heck of a swing. All right.
Okay.
Then
so,
because I didn't do a combined activation, he's done. He did all right, but
yeah, but you were able to activate him, and they'll still be in range for his next
exactly.
Next
They're
turn.
still within his command bubble, so on my next activation, they can then run forward and do stuff.
Yeah, it's clever. It's very clever because you've got it without blocking yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so my own next activation, I think I'm going to go with what's my big guy? My Rathor is going to activate. He's got a move of 6, so I will just put him up to here, behind the terrain, and he's going to take a shot at one of your little cherubs here. Within it, that's fine. And actually, it has bounce. His attack has bounce, but I think you may be out of range. So actually, it's within 3.
All right. So not quite.
Leader.
Oh, but the leader, yeah. Oh, I went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you could bounce back up into the leader. That's not good.
Now, it is only a 1 dice attack, but if I can start chipping that leader early, it means you're having to bring your union boss across the table then.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that, I wouldn't be able to activate them anyway because the union boss has the union worker keyword.
To complete your motivation.
So
I want him to die first.
You're absolutely right.
I've kind of thrown out the bait out there, and I think you've taken it here.
I did. I completely bit that hook.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things about House Teknes is because they're kind of the steampunky force, and they instead of making deals with these elemental spirits to get their power, they kind of force them into their technology.
Oh. Not so friendly.
I have no magical backlash protection anywhere in my force.
Right.
So unlike some of the other stuff we've done where the Rathor has sometimes hurt himself because he's hitting those wrong defenses.
Okay, so I can get a little zap happy.
You can get zap happy and there is no fear.
Okay, awesome. So for the first little dudes.
All right.
Let's see how this turns out. So for the first attack, a 9.
That is a 9. It's a straight up hit.
Nice.
They are Resilience 1. They have 3 hit points apiece.
That's fine. So I've shot 1 down.
Now, I have the special ability of Lash Out. Each time this model is hit but not killed, one active enemy within 2 inches, which means I can't steer it to another squad or anything. It's got to be part of the people acting, would suffer a 1-die melee attack. Nobody's within 2 inches. Your active guy's way back there. So I just take a damage.
Okay, so now I will zap your leader.
So the bounce.
Was it 8?
Probably going to be another hit, which it is, and I don't have anything special. His special ability is a Hive Mind, aura 6 inches. Each time an enemy attack triggers Lash Out on a model in that area, all friendly models with the Adani trait within 1 inch can also trigger Lash Out.
So
now, all of my guys...
A backline guy.
All of my guys, unfortunately, are too far away from the Rathor to make any difference.
Yeah.
So I just get...
Take a wound.
Yeah, just take a wound. Ouch.
Wonderful.
And he is a 1/3 as well. So despite being a leader, unlike a lot of the other leaders, his benefit is he's truly a backline force. He's not like the Hakar or anything like that where they've got the extra hit points and stuff. Yeah.
So, tactic number 1 for this video. Bait them in with their objective.
That worked. Yeah.
Yep. It's a valid tactic. If you leave a lot of it hanging out, I know those guys are tough. You might grab one. But now you're in melee, and I'm ready to do some damage.
All right. Well, then we're going to scoot this out of the way because I'm going to come over and start doing some damage.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll see.
So,
all right.
Little guys
we're going to move that before something terrible happens to him because you still have all these Ashmen. So before something terrible happens to my mastermind, the other Brood Warriors are going to go. Again, like I said, they've got a move of 7. So he is going to get over here pretty quick.
Yep.
And then these 2 are just going to kind of surround him.
Now, quick question. If I die before you can take that token off me, does that token disappear? because it's placed on the miniature?
Yes. A lot of the motivations will be very specific, is if a marked guy dies. So because this is a greed-based thing, if I get power hungry and I just murder you, the token is gone, the coins have hit the ground, and that's a token I don't get.
Yeah, I can live with that.
All right. Let's see what the Brood Warriors can do. All right, I need some dice.
Yep, I need my Fellhammer card.
All right, so
these guys, it's a 7 up at the minute to hit them. They are heavily armored, they have blocks, and they have parries.
Oh, this is going to be... Oh, this is adorable. So the one that's fighting by himself, their melee attack is called Gang Up. 1 die.
Yeah.
Their lash out is when you hit me. They have a reaction called Distraction if that enemy is engaged with a model that would perform an attack that does not target. So, for instance, over here, if you start trying to swing on the Broodmaster, these two guys can force you to have will checks because they're pulling on your clothes, they're poking you in the eye, they're just trying to keep you from fighting the eye. And if you fail your will check, you actually lose an attack die.
Oh.
You have to put it onto the other guy. They're forcing you to try and swing at me, swing at me.
Okay.
This doesn't help this guy at all. But that's something good to know about the Brood Warriors, is that they can annoy you into fighting them.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. Poking at the Fellhammer.
A 0. So that's 2.
So the one time I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you do that.
And they run out, they stab you.
2 wounds.
A resilience 1, I take it?
Yep, resilience of 1.
So I unfortunately killed him, and this token just goes away because I am not a specialist and I didn't do anything special about it.
Excellent.
All right, and so over here, because he's already lost his token, I actually want to kill you.
Yeah.
I'm going to gang up. We're going to do both dice.
Yeah, on this guy over here.
The one that's lost his token.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
5 and a
7 and a 5.
7 will be 1. 5 is just on the armor.
All right, so 5 is just a block of the armor, but I did 1 point of damage.
Yeah, so I'll put that
all right.
there.
And the Brood Warriors are adorably cute.
Okay, my activation. So, what would I like to do? I think I want to punch a hole in your lines, if I'm honest with you. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to activate my Ashman.
Okay.
Because my Hakar is my main leader, I can do up to 5 of them, right?
Correct.
I have a half dozen of them sitting here. So I'm going to activate 5, and the one that I'm not going to activate, see this little dude here, right at the back with your coin token on him? I'm not going to activate him, okay?
All right.
So the Ashmen have a move of 7 to begin with. So 7 is right past.
Oh, so you're not going after me.
Right past.
Oh, by punch a hole, you meant you're going to run through that gap.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought you meant you were going to try and come and smack my guys in the face.
So there, he'll take his civilian with him. Oh, actually, I only have 5 of them.
No, there's another guy back here.
Oh, right.
Your roof's in the way.
Yeah, so the last 2, he'll go to here, and he'll go to here to support. Okay? So I am doing some attacks, but I'm not loading in heavily. I'm focusing on my
the objective.
Because you're engaged now, you're going to have to pay to get out of there, and you can't jump into me, so I can quite freely run past you for this turn and next turn.
That's actually really smart, yeah.
Yeah. So, attacks from the swordsman. It's just going to be 2 dice, no rerolls or anything special, because they are ganging up on you.
And I'm only engaged with 1 of you, so the distraction doesn't matter. If you hit me and don't kill me, I will get to do my lash out. Yeah. That would be it.
Yeah, okay, so let's roll. Let's see what I get. 10 and a 6.
Well, so that's actually 3 hits, which is exactly what you need. I'm resistance 1 with 3 hit points. And lash out is if it's hit but not killed. So that's going to kill me outright.
So, skadoosh. 1 down.
Yep. All right.
Perfect. Put the dice there.
All right, so those guys have gone. I still want the Mighty Tower to be... I want Tor to stay back here. I'm going to try and move these gents out. So the boss and the union workers, he's going to activate with them.
Yep.
So let's go over here. She hasn't gone yet.
No, she has not.
I take that back. I am going to move the Mighty Tor.
Okay, so the big dude at the back?
Yep, he has a move of 6. He is an offensive powerhouse. He hits everything super hard. When he charges and engages, he hits things harder. He's got a steam-powered hammer. He's got a war stomp. He's awesome.
Okay.
However, he's also really far back.
Yeah.
So I need to get him into the force. So we're going to move up 6.
Bring him up to there.
Bring him into a good spot to start dealing some damage. Now, he is a specialist, which means I need to think about trying to get over there and try and get some of those tokens. So he is going to sprint this way to be ready for next turn to start charging into people and potentially maybe see if I can't get past this and into some of that those other tokens.
Okay. Next thing I'll activate is my Unmasked. And, actually, no. I'm going to activate my Hakar and my Last Swordsman.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do there is my Hakar has more than enough movement to get up into here. My Swordsman with the coin is going to stay behind him and support the commander.
Okay.
So, Hakar has 2 base and +1 onto the chariot, and that's the one that's already taken a wound.
Correct.
So I'm not overly scared of your big guy yet because I haven't seen what he's doing, but I'm thinking if I can get rid of that little guy, it's going to be good for me. It's something else gone. So let's see what I get. 4, 4, 9.
So 2 blocks, actually 2 armors, and a 9 is a hit.
Yeah.
So
still on 1.
All right. Now it does mean though, because you hit me and did not kill me, that 1 active enemy within 2 inches. So now in theory, I could put that hit on him because he is acting this turn and he's within 2 inches. That would be really dumb because if I manage to kill you, that's another token that goes away.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping with it, looking as if I wanted to defend him, you would go, no, I'm going to kill.
Yeah, no, I'd rather try and put a wound on a on the Hakar.
Okay.
Which a 1 is definitely not going to do.
No, the Hakar just goes, get away, you're tiny, get away, fly elsewhere.
And their lash out was, super effective. All right. So all I've got left here is my pig boss, or my union boss and his 2 pig soldiers.
Yeah, and this is what I've tried to do with my activation, is to actually leave my Unmasked to the end to force you to move these.
Because I was hoping to do that, have that be the opposite, and that's just not going to happen. So these cats are gonna walk forward. Yeah, so we are gonna walk forward. And then... All right. You're gonna be able to reach me pretty much no matter what, but I sort of want to stay where I'm at because that leaves him close and... no. What am I doing, Brian? Sprint! Sprint! Get your leader up into close because I can sprint this way to keep my boss within 6 inches of the other pigs so they can actually swing the right way.
Yeah.
Okay. I almost did what I did last time.
Almost. Okay, so, but you see, that's the beauty of this game. Sometimes you'll focus in on a task and forget the overall look of it. So that's one of the greatest pieces of advice you'll ever find in this.
Absolutely.
Focus on keeping your leaders in range. So I've still got my Unmasked, who's a Fell Warrior. She's going to activate, and she's going to surprise you. Because you're looking at her going, oh, she's going to come attack me. I'm going to take your advice here.
Okay.
And she is going to move her 6 inches this way.
Ooh, all right.
And she'll sprint her other 4 to be up here, ready to support her big guys. Because I don't want them to have to activate singly.
Makes sense. I always forget that she looks so much drastically different than they do.
You forget
I forget that she's the link between the leader link. All right, so yeah, that's turn 2 because I have nothing left to activate. You have nothing left to activate.
Yep. I'm sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 morale.
I'm sitting on 6 because I haven't lost a 3rd guy yet, and you have not yet started draining my morale with your civilians.
Yeah. So, guys, what you're seeing for the motivations so far is I've been trying to be really defensive with mine. So I've thrown out some bait. Yes, I've lost 1 morale because of it. You've killed another one and actually lost the ability to take on yourself. I've got the initial parts of my plan for my swordsman on the go.
Yeah.
And I've got my initial plan for my Great Wing over here on the go. So I'll tell you what, we're going to move across to backstage where we're going to play out the next round of this to actually show you the more sneaky bits that I'm wanting to try and pull off here. So we'll move on here and we will see you on Beast of War. Hi everyone, if you're enjoying Unleashing Wrath of Kings, come across and join us on beastofwar.com, where our backstage members will be receiving an additional episode of the show. Also, join the channel, like, subscribe, and hit the bell to keep up to date with everything we're doing.